Sugar. Today, it feels ordinary. It sits quietly on kitchen tables. Inside drinks. Inside snacks. Inside foods most people don't even realize contain it. But behind this simple white substance is one of the darkest stories in human history. A story connected to slavery, colonization, addiction, global power, and unimaginable wealth. Because sugar was never just food. It was control. And for centuries, entire empires fought to dominate it. Long before supermarkets existed, sweetness was rare. Most people experienced sweet flavors only through fruits or honey. Then humans discovered something extraordinary. In parts of Asia, sugarcane could be transformed into crystallized sweetness. And suddenly, sweetness became valuable. Very valuable. At first, sugar was considered a luxury reserved only for the rich. Kings displayed it at royal feasts. The wealthy used it to demonstrate power and status. In some places, sugar was treated almost like medicine. But as demand increased, something dangerous happened. Greed followed. European powers quickly realized sugar could generate enormous profits. The problem was simple. Producing sugar required massive amounts of labor. And that demand for labor would eventually help fuel one of history's darkest systems. Colonial expansion accelerated rapidly. European nations moved aggressively into tropical regions where sugarcane could grow easily. Large plantations spread across the Caribbean and the Americas. And behind the beauty of white sugar, millions of enslaved Africans were forced into brutal labor. The conditions were horrifying. Long hours, extreme heat, violence, disease, death. For plantation owners, sugar became more important than human life itself. The more sugar they produced, the richer they became. Entire economies began depending on sweetness. Ports expanded.
Ships crossed the oceans carrying sugar cargo.
Empires grew wealthier, and sugar slowly transformed from luxury into obsession. But the story becomes even darker, because sugar didn't only change economies. It changed human behavior. Over time, people became deeply attached to sweet foods, and businesses noticed something powerful. The sweeter the product, the more people wanted it. As industrialization spread across the world, sugar became cheaper and more accessible. Factories began producing sweet products at enormous scale. Suddenly, sugar was everywhere. Soft drinks, desserts, bread, breakfast cereals, packaged foods. Even products advertised as healthy often contained shocking amounts of sugar. And without realizing it, society adapted to constant sweetness. Food companies perfected the formula. Bright packaging, aggressive advertisements, cheap ingredients. Sugar became one of the most profitable substances on Earth. Scientists eventually began studying how sugar affects the human brain. What they discovered disturbed many researchers. Sugar activates dopamine pathways linked to pleasure and reward, the same system associated with addictive behavior. The more people consumed, the more they wanted. And companies understood this extremely well. Entire industries were built around keeping consumers coming back for more. Today, billions of people consume sugar daily without even thinking about it. Yet the consequences are massive. Obesity rates increased globally. Diabetes became widespread. Health systems struggled under growing pressure. And despite the warnings, the sugar industry remained one of the most powerful industries in the world. Because by then, sugar was no longer just food. It was business. Global business. But perhaps the strangest part of all this is how normal it feels. Most people never stop to question sugar. It looks harmless, simple,
Familiar.
comforting. Yet hidden behind that simplicity is a substance that influenced slavery, colonization, global trade, industrialization, public health, and human psychology itself. Very few ingredients in human history have shaped the world this deeply. And yet most people never hear the full story. Because history often hides inside ordinary things. A drink, a snack, a spoonful of sweetness. And sometimes, the systems that shape human civilization the most. are the ones people stop noticing entirely. Sugar was never just sugar. It was power. And maybe the most dangerous things in history are the ones that become normal.